Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, tonight. Whirling, whirling.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
Go, go, go.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go, second and very long. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Go, go, go.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Jack Fox on the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Ready?
Play action. Here's Penix. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action. Here's Penix. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. To the air with Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Ready? 70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
And again, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Go.
They are throwing it again. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming.
Trap 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Listen.
From the 34. Got Williams, and it's complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Super.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defense. A receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Pass complete to Gibbs. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, it's gone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Gong. Into the hands of Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
We go, 76! 76!
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Throwing again, it's Goff. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He's on the move. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the 1st. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go!
Here's Penix. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Drake London with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Goff to the air now. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw from Goff. Hits his running back. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Goff on first and 10. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Laporta with the grab. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense up to the line fast. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they take him down right along the 30. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Goff. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Working inside the red zone. This is complete to Gibbs. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun. Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. Take go.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's good for a gain of 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing is gone. Setting up the screen. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Throwing it again here. Finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. It's 2nd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Staying with Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. Finds his target, Robinson. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle foul.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons with a 13-point lead. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Goff back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.